Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Bill and this is Senior Talk and Walks, the guitar series. Hey, I got a great one for you today. This is beginner's video for seniors. Anybody over 55, you can pick up the guitar. I can show you in 10 minutes how you can play. And I'm going to show you 3 simple chords, G, C, and D, the most popular chords on the guitar. I'm going to show you those and you're going to be playing the guitar in 10 minutes. We're going to talk about some basics. I'm going to show you the basics and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to show you how to do these 3 chords. Within 10 minutes, you're going to be playing. So I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Senior Talk and Walks, our guitar series. I am Bill. I tell you what, if you've watched several of my other guitar videos, I wish I'd have had this one first because maybe you should have watched this one first, but that's okay. You've already learned some of these chords. This is just going to be a great refresher for you. This is learn guitar at any age. And I'm going to show you how you can start playing the guitar in about 10 minutes. That's what we're going to work on, okay? So you're going to see a lot now. I tell you, I've said this before. The guitar is one of the best hobbies for seniors. I mean, I've talked about a lot of different hobbies for seniors, but playing the guitar is so awesome. You know the neat thing about the guitar, it goes where you go. You know, you can take it with you, you can take it camping, you can take it, you know, on a trip, you can just take it to a friend's house. It's not like a piano, it's not like a big instrument. You can just take it with you. And wherever you go, you become the life of the party. You actually do. So I'm going to teach you some of the basics today. We're going to get really down and simple with the basics. And I'm going to really, it all revolves around 3 chords, G, C, and D, okay? G, C, and D. And when you learn G, C, and D, you can literally play thousands of songs. And in just a few minutes, you're going to be playing G, C, and D. Okay, so we're gonna look at the basics now, okay? Now, a couple of things that we're going to talk about. The body of the guitar. The whole thing really is the body. This is the neck, okay? These are the frets, the individual frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth, okay? I got a little tuner up here, which we'll talk about at another time of tuning your guitar. There's a lot of videos on that. Okay, I'm right-handed, so everything I'm doing is when you're right-handed, you're playing the notes with your left hand, you're strumming with the right. If you're left-handed, you just reverse. Now, holding the guitar, first thing that works really well for me is to sit up straight. If you really lean over a lot, number one, it hurts your back, and it's just hard to handle. Sit up straight, put your guitar, the body of it, just kind of pushing on you like this, okay, all right? Make sure your fingernails are trimmed, okay? Make sure that thumb is up under the neck, all right? Just like that. And like we talked about on the chord chart a minute ago, there are 6 strings on the guitar, okay? This is E, that's B, that's G, that's D, that's A, and that's E, okay? So whenever we say E, you just have to kind of remember that if it's a lead or whatever, you're normally, it'll tell you if it's the high E or the low E, but it's E, B, G, D, A, E, okay? Those are the 6 strings. Got that? I see you. Yeah, you're doing it right. Okay, you're looking good. Okay. So the guy that first started to show me a little bit about the guitar was telling me that he was really showing me how to pay attention to the notes and the individual strings and all this. And I said, you know, that's really not for me. I just want to learn the chords. But just to kind of give you an idea, this was the first song I ever learned on the guitar. And it's called Blast Off. Here it is. That was it. I remember I went home and told my parents that I learned Blast Off today. And I played them that song and they go, Bill, what in the world are you ever going to do with something like that? So I knew that I really just needed to learn the chords. So I learned like 2 or 3 basic chords and I was off to the races at that point. So one of the things we're going to talk about is you need to learn how to read a chord chart, okay, which you see up here somewhere. You see this little chord chart and you'll see that there's strings 1 through 6, okay? String 1 is always the smallest string. It's the E. It's this one right here. It's the very first string. There's 2 E's. There's the high E and there's the low E, okay? Those are both E. High, you can tell they sound a lot alike. E, bass, high E. So this would be string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see those on the chord chart going from one side to the other. You'll see where it'll say 1 through 6, okay? And then these are the frets, okay? This is fret 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. We're only going to, once again, always be working within the first 3 frets. And you can see it on the chord chart. You can see the string, and you can see the fret that they're in. The first little box there is fret 1, then 2, and 3. And then when you see the little black dot, that's where you push down the string. Okay, so it's just real easy. You just do that. If it shows, if it is a C chord, you'll see that. Well, you'll see it's the second string, first fret right here. Okay, and then you'll see the next one is your second string and on the 4th fret right there. And then you'll see the 3rd finger on the 5th string right there. That's your C chord, which we're going to talk about in just a second. One of the most popular chords ever. There's 3 of them, G, C, and D. We're going to learn a few more later, but for right now, that's what you got to do. Now, you know, I don't have 6 fingers. I only have 5. And I haven't been doing this all that long, so you're going to learn exactly what I know, okay? That's what I want to teach you, and because I would learn from the basics, I'm going to show you the basics, okay? So one of the biggest things that people have an issue with is pushing down the strings. And one of the keys that you can do with that is your placement. I always tell people to put your thumb underneath the neck like this, okay, not like this, underneath the neck, and then swing your arm. You can just feel it. Just swing your arm around this way, and you can see your fingers come up. And then when you push the strings down, you're going straight down on the neck, okay, and right down. If you don't, as I've showed you in some other videos, you're going to hear a C chord that's going to sound like this. That's not what you want, because you're not sounding the notes. You want it to sound like this. And so when you practice these chords, make sure you go through every string, okay? Now there are some strings that you don't hit depending on what chord you're playing. For instance, a C chord, you noticed just a minute ago we showed you that it really is for strings 1 through 5. You don't want to hit the last one because listen, here's C, here's what E sounds like. Obviously, that's not right. That's not right. So you're gonna strum that from 5 down, and you'll just get the feel for that when we do that, when you start talking about it. D is basically the same thing, except you're only gonna use the first 4 strings. But when we talk about G, I'm gonna show you that we're gonna learn all of them, okay? Now, in today's lesson 2, we're just gonna work with single strumming, okay? This is what I mean by single strumming. Single strumming. In fact, those are the chords we're going to do. C, D, and G. That's all we're going to do today, okay? C, D, single strumming, single strumming. When I say we're going to do continuous strumming, that's continuous. Or when we change it up a little bit and you can kind of go to the beat, it's kind of a hybrid between the consistent strumming and a beat activation. In other words, it's like something like that, you know? I mean, you can do it all kind of different ways. I mean, some people do where you can actually start manipulating some of the strings with the chord. Once again, there's a C chord. Some people do the... It's the same chord. See, my hand's not changing over here. It's just what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of moving things around. Okay, all right, so we're gonna learn of that. Okay, so we're gonna start with the G chord, okay? Now, this is where we're gonna use all 6 strings, but you're only gonna use really 3 fingers, okay? So to do the G chord, look at the little chord chart, okay? Put your thumb under the neck, okay? Bring your arm around like this, okay? Start with your 3rd finger. You get used to using the smaller strings first. Put your 3rd finger on the first string, okay? On the 3rd fret right there, okay? 3rd finger, 1st string, 3rd fret like this. Bring your second finger all the way to the back. Okay, it's real easy if you put your thumb in the right place. Bring it over and hit that bass, G. You got both G's here. Okay, now I want you to practice that. Right there, holding those, just those two down and sound out bass E, high E, bass E, high. You don't want it to sound like this or this. Push it down hard. Here's a trick. Make sure your fingernails are trimmed. Okay, make sure your fingernails are really down low, especially on this hand. This hand doesn't matter as much, but some people like to grow them out long on this hand because they can actually strum the strings better. But I like to use a pick, and we'll talk about strumming later. Okay, just make sure it sounds like this. G and G, and low G. Just practice that, okay? Now once you bring this first finger around to the second fret right here to the 5th string on that bass right there. Now you can do these strings 6 and 5. 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. And then you strum them all. G chord, G chord. Make sure every note sounds. Practice that. Practice, just keep practicing. G, 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 G. Use the chord up there, and you can start and stop the video anytime you want. Look at those bar chords. Look at the chart, I mean. Okay, that's G, G. Sound every note. And just keep saying the chord when you do that. Get it in your brain that that's a G chord. G, G, G. So when we go through these first lessons, I'm going to ask you to do that a lot, to just keep saying the name of the chord. G, when we do C, D, E, F, whatever we're going to do. But for right now, G, 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 G. Another thing, you want to practice how fast you can get your hand into that G position. So, you know, you see a lot of people when they're first learning, they're like this, and you know, and I totally understand it's going to take a while before you can get that. But what you want to be able to do, especially when you pick up a book that has chords in it, just it'll tell you is it a G chord, a C chord, a D chord, or what, and it'll have the lyrics. You want to be able to go to that chord fast, okay? So you'll get to the point when somebody just says play C, okay? Your hand will automatically go play a G, okay? Play an E. You'll get to that. So just keep practicing that as well. Just have your hand ready to play like this, and then just see how fast you can go to that G. G, 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 G. Just slide your hand real quick in there, and just automatically your hand will start going to that. Your fingers will just kind of get in that position really quick, okay? Now when we start learning some of the other chords, I'm gonna show you how you can practice going back and forth between the chords that I show you. Okay, so far we've learned G, right? Okay, and just keep practicing, making sure you sound out every note, and you're playing all 6 strings when you play the G. G, 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 okay? All right, now we're gonna go to the C chord. And when we learn the C, we're gonna be going back from G to C, G to C, okay? So on the C chord, single strums again, okay? I showed you a little bit about C chord at the beginning of the video. 1st fret, second string, 1st finger. Like that, okay? Your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And your 3rd finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. Notice I say finger a lot. See, finger is a combination of a fret and a finger. So when you hear me say that, just say, he's an idiot. That's okay. 5th string, 3rd finger. I almost did it there. 3rd finger, 3rd fret. Okay, there we go. There's C, 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 C. Look at the chart. Look at the chart. C, 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 C. Now go from C back to G. C, let's strum it 3 times. C, 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 G. Let's do G 3 times. G, G, G. Now go to C. C, 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 C. Remember, say the name of the chords for a while to get it in your mind that that's a C. That's a C. that when you think of a C chord, your hand's just automatically going to go there. It's the three frets. You're only using 3 fingers. Starts with the second string on the first fret. Okay? C, 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 go to G. G. Make sure you're sounding everyone out on C. Not this. Not this. This. In C, you're not hitting all 6 strings. Why is that? Because your finger is on the 5th string. You're not even using this last one. Remember, we talked about that earlier. See, that just wouldn't sound good. So on C, you start with the 5th string and go all the way with all the chords, with all the notes, all the strings. G, single strum, G, 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 C, 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 G, 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 C, 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 G, C, G, C, C, G, C, G. Practice that. Just keep doing that. Learn that G chord, learn that C chord. We're going to learn the D chord in just a second, because these are the chords, folks. It unlocks thousands of songs. We're going to play some in this series for sure. I'm going to teach you how to play them, but you can just get to the point where you'll hear a song on the radio or somewhere and you'll go, man, that's really only just a few chords. I bet I know what those are. And a really good chance that you will. Okay. So we've learned G, we've learned C. Let's learn the third one, D. All right. D is one of the easiest chords ever. It just feels right when you do it. It's so easy. It starts only on this, it's the 2nd and 3rd fret. Your first finger is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, like this. Your second finger is on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger, you're splitting the difference. You're over here on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. You're only going to hit 4 strings on this one, because that's your bass note. That is D. That's D. D, 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 D. Now you want to hear something really easy? The difference between D and D minor. If you watch some of my other videos, I always talk about this. This is called a major chord, this D, 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 D. But listen to the difference between a D and a D minor. We're going to learn D minor or later, but I just want you, whenever you think about a D, you can play a D 7th or a D minor. So I talk about D minors a lot, and the minors are because it's like drama, D. Everything's happy, D minor. Uh-oh, drama, what's going on? Compared to D 7th, the 7th note, which is like, oh, what's coming next? That's like something's coming around the corner. That's how, that's just kind of how it works. So you can kind of get to the point when you start playing a song and you start learning chords that you know that you could play a major, and then you can go right into a 7th, sounds like this. It's like you're doing the C. It's going to go to C7. See, because it tells you you're getting ready to go to that next chord, usually an F. See, that goes to an F there. Anyway, G, sorry, I get off track sometimes. G, C, G, C, C, G, D, 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 D. 2nd and 3rd fret. Look at the chart. Okay. D is a real pretty chord. You'll use it. Gosh, you'll use it so much. Practice between D, C, G, D, G. Let's just single strum all of them. G, 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 G. Get ready to go to C. C, 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 C. Go to D. D, 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 D. Back to G. It's not difficult. I know it may feel a little bit funny on your fingers. Sometimes your fingers will start hurting a little bit, but believe me, the more you play, you get little calluses on the end of your finger and you won't feel it. It's just like, don't ever get a blood test at the end of your fingers on your left hand if you're right-handed when you play the guitar, because they won't get blood there. It kind of just gets numb after a while. So that's okay. You want it to do that, because then you just will keep on playing and play through the pain. But it really is not that bad. Okay. G, C, D. All right. Raise your hand if you got that. Okay. Everybody's okay. Good. Everybody's got that. Okay. All right. G, C, D. All right. You're doing good. You're looking really good out there. I can hear you. It's sounding good. Okay. Now I'm going to teach you your first song. Your first song using those 3 chords, but it's a practice song. I just call it that. It's a practice song, okay? We're just going to continue to go from G to C to D, but I want you to sing it this time. Just sing it along with me. You ready? Go to G. G, 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 G. Let's now go to C, 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 C. And now let's try D, 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 D. And back to G, 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 G. Top hit song right there. That's your first song, okay? Your first song you ever... Hey, remember, my first song was this. Your first song is G, 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 let's go to C, 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 let's go to D, 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 and back to G. You're way ahead of me. You're way ahead of my time. You're playing chords and you're singing. That's so awesome. G, C, and D. Just keep practicing that, okay? Practice those. You can go any direction you want. You can go C. You can start with D. Go to G. Go to C. Do them in all different combinations so your hands will get used to that, okay? You'll just automatically know. You automatically know where C is. You'll automatically know where D is. You'll automatically know where G is. One more time. Sing it along with me. G, 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 G. Let's go to C, 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 C. I know it sounds corny, but you're learning. And let's go to D, 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 D. And back to G, 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 G. Like I said, I know it sounds corny, but hey, this is the way you learn. This is the best way to learn. You're starting to kind of get the feel for things. You're getting the feel of the strumming. You're getting the feel of these notes. You're getting the feel of what it's supposed to sound like. So if your wife or your friend or whatever starts hearing you going around the house singing a song like that, tell them, no, you haven't lost it. Everything's cool. You're doing good. You're just learning how to play the guitar, and it'll be there as quick as you can. So congratulations. You've learned your first song. But most importantly, more than that you've learned your first song, you've just opened the lock to play thousands of songs, because you know 3 of the most popular chords ever designed on the guitar, G, C, and D. So congratulations really on that. What are they again? What are those chords? Say it. G, C, and D. Yes, you got it. All right. So you feeling good? Are you feeling good that you got those 3 notes? G, C, and D. G, C, and D. Practice, 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 practice that. Now let me show you. I'm not going to teach you this song. But right now, but I just want to show you. All of a sudden, now that you know those 3 chords. Have you ever heard of this song? All I'm doing is backwards. I'm doing D, C, and G. You ready? I'm not gonna play the lead because I don't really know the lead, but I'll kind of hum it. What is that? Sweet Home Alabama. 3 chords, the ones you just learned. D, 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 C, G. Da 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 Those are the 3 chords you just learned. Just the other direction. Rather than do it from G, C, D, I'm doing I'm doing D, C, and G. So now, not only have you learned the little GCD song that we did a minute ago, I also taught you how to play Blast Off. But now you even see how to play Sweet Home Alabama with 3 chords. You're doing great. I told you you'd be playing the guitar in 10 minutes, didn't I? So that brings us to a close on video 1. This is just the mere basics. I wanted to just familiarize yourself with the guitar. Once you get familiar with it, how to handle it, how to hold your hand, keep those fingernails trimmed. Make sure you practice and go over. You can't practice enough with the guitar. Just keep going on, just keep going on, keep going on. So, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel, number 1, because this is going to be in a series and you're going to start seeing more of these. We're going to learn more chords. In the next one, we're going to actually learn 2 or 3 songs within that same lesson, okay? Remember, the songs that we learn and the things that we're doing are great for seniors. I am a senior. I wouldn't be doing this if I thought that this was difficult for you. If I can do it, you can actually do it as well. Okay. So just as a reminder also, for every video that you see that we do on this channel that I teach you a song, if I'm teaching you a particular song, YouTube won't allow me to really sing it all the way through, but I have a whole nother second channel for that. If you want to see what the whole final product is, you go to Senior Sing and Play, Senior Sing and Play on YouTube, and you'll see those are cover songs and I can do the entire song. So you'll be able to check that out as well. So, but make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button. I love playing the guitar for you guys. Make sure you give me your comments. Let me know how you're doing. I appreciate the comments that I've seen so far. The most exciting thing is how many of you have actually picked up the guitar again. Either you've never picked it up or you're picking it up after 20 years or so because you've seen some of these videos. And hopefully it's looking real easy for you. Practice, 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 and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you guys.